Hello and welcome to the Ascension Parish Library's Crafting Corner. I'm Miss Benita from the Dutchtown Library, and today we'll be focusing on the second part of our 3D art craft, which is called May Flowers. I'll show you how to make a hot air balloon, or you can use it just as a regular balloon. It's the same technique today, and then you will follow it with your packet, the handout in it, that gives you a very good explanation of how to do the rest of the objects that you might be interested in creating for your artwork. There's very detailed instructions there, so be sure to check it out. Be creative again and enjoy designing your unique artwork. Let's start this craft by looking in our packet that we received. You should have the instructions handout, and it's two-sided. You should have a blue sheet of cardstock. That's going to be your background. You should have a bunch of strips in different colors, a lot of large circles, the smaller circles in colors, and you also need to reserve all your green circles. You should have maybe 3 green circles. That's going to be for the grass that you will make following the packet instructions. You should have a few different size cotton balls, whether they're big or small, and you should have some cotton swabs. These are going to be the stems of your flowers. So just to let you know. Also, a glue stick should be included in your packet. You might also need scissors, tape, if you want crayons to do, if you want to color the stems and make them green, you can use crayons or a marker for that. Meanwhile, today we're going to show you how to do the hot air balloon. You need 5 of the big circles. I chose 5 in different colors. I have 3 orange and 2 yellow. And then you're also going to need 2 strips of the paper. And you can start with this. You cut your strips in half, and then you cut them in half again. And it's going to give you 4 little pieces for each strip. And that's going to be the basket of our hot air balloon, which we will make right on our blue sheet of paper. But first, let's start with our circles that we're going to make the top of the balloon. And you're going to fold each circle in half. Very simple. So all you have to do is make the ends touch each other, fold them in half. Takes a little time. You want to try to make sure your edges are as close as possible so that all of your things are the same size and line up nicely together. Then you're going to take your glue stick and you're going to glue them together and make sure you're gluing and you're putting the folded edge together. That is important when you're gluing this. Kind of line it up as best you can. And I'm alternating colors. You do not have to alternate colors. You can make yours look any way you would like. And like I said, I'm using 2 different colors. You can use 3 colors. You can use all 1 color if you want your balloon to be the same color. You should have enough of your circles to make a couple balloons even. So you can keep that in mind. And you can do it however you would like. Try not to glue the table like Miss Benita just did. All right, so we've got all of our circles halved and put together. If you were with us last month, it looked very similar to how we folded the umbrella, only this time, instead of folding the circles in half again, we have a full thing. So now this one looks like it could be a ball, it could be a balloon, or a hot air balloon. We're going to make it into a hot air balloon. We're going to put it, remember, we're going to have clouds up here, something like this with our cotton balls. You can pull them out. You can make them wispy clouds by pulling them or unrolling them. If you want to unroll your cotton balls like this, it makes them really wispy-like, and you can put them down, or you can leave them in little balls, and it makes it more fluffy-looking clouds. And then we have to have another piece here that we're going to cut in half. And then we're going to take this and we're going to cut it long ways. And this is going to be the 2 things that anchor the balloon to the basket. If you think they're too long again, you can cut them smaller. or you can hide them underneath the balloon and the basket if you need to. I'm going to cut mine a little bit smaller because I think mine are a little long. So I'm going to kind of go back and cut them in half like that. And then I'm going to have my two little anchors that anchor the balloon to the basket. And now with the basket, you can do it a couple different ways. You could, if you had wanted to, you could take one of your circles and cut it into a square and just have a square basket. Or you could weave in and out with your paper, and you go on top of one and underneath, on top and underneath, until you make something that's shaped like a basket. If yours ends up being too big for your balloon, you can make it smaller. And on the next one, you go where you went over, you go under. And then you go over the next one and under it, just like you would weave if you were on a loom weaving some thread. And this is going to make our little basket. And then see, I'm going to come back because I think my basket is big. And I'm going to come back and cut it because it's looking a little big and I've got sticky fingers from the glue and everything is sticking to me. But let's see if we can get it going here. There we go. It's going to look something like this. We have one more strip that I want to go over and under with to give us our last little piece. Like this, because I did 3 across and 4 up and down. You can do it the opposite. You could do 4 by 4, or you can do 3 by 3. Whatever works for you. And then you're going to put it right under your balloon for your basket. If you see the finished one right here, I did a much smaller, tighter one, and it shows you what it can look like. And so that's how you do your entire hot air balloon, to have it ready to go and fly in your sky. You could draw pictures on your paper too. If you know how to draw little birds, you can do that and add it to it. The butterflies that we made last month, you could do something like that and add to it. You'll do the flowers from the packet instructions, and you can put that on there. You'll have your grass to put down at the bottom with your green. So you can take any or all of these ideas and create your own very unique 3D spring art for the Mayflower edition. We would love to see your photos, so if you would please tag us on social media at MyAPL Library. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope that you've enjoyed crafting with the Ascension Parish Library.